How you doing? Welcome back to another episode of Rockin' Inc. MC. Another week. We have a good lineup for you tonight. How's everybody doing? And happy Mother's Day to anybody out there that I might have missed. And it's been a nice weekend here in New York finally. It was in the 70s, high 70s. Got to go out on my bike, went out to the Hamptons for some riding, visit some of my friends, see my mom. It was a great week, great weekend. And we're here with another show tonight. And let's get started. We have a lot of things going on. I want to tell you about my video spotlight tonight. I have Craving Strains right here from Long Island. They're on our video spotlight. I have a video spotlight also from Chicago. Harlow will be our video spotlight. You got to wait to see that. She's a photographer. She's a model. She has a lot of things going on. You'll see that near the end of the show. We'll be checking in with my buddy Tommy Hendrickson out in Switzerland in his studio. And tonight, scheduled, we had Chris Torres from New York Inc. Chris wound up had a little schedule problem. He had to do some shooting in his shop tonight. So he's there shooting, so I had to do some rescheduling. So tonight, had to change it up. Chris will be back in June. I don't know the date yet. He'll be back. Also, Al Fliction from Ink Masters will be here in June also. So watch for those shows coming in June. And I also, what else we got? I have a special artist here tonight, all the way from Jersey. And we'll get to him in a few minutes. And my special guest guitarist I have tonight is Jimmy from Craving Strange. And we're going to get to him. We're going to show his video. And we're going to get to Jimmy. Jimmy's over there. Say hi to everybody. All his Long Island friends. I know we're all over the place. But this show is based out of New York. So a lot of the local guys I have on are local guitarists. And once in a while I'll get some people from out of town in. But my guest host tonight will be Jenn Lynn. All right. She... last minute, it's great to have friends in the area because my host that was supposed to be here, she couldn't show up again. She had a death with one of her friends. Sorry to hear that, and we'll get back to her another time. But I have Jenn with me tonight, and Jenn is going to be sitting here having conversation with me, and hopefully she'll get through this, right?
Exactly, yes.
So how you doing? How was your weekend?
It was great.
Good?
I seen Billy Joel on Friday night. It was his birthday. It was a lot of fun.
Where was he?
Madison Square Garden.
At the Garden?
In New York
Okay.
City.
What'd you do for Mother's Day?
I had my family over. I hosted a little brunch for them. Nice on the water in Bellport.
Good. That's good. All right, so we're going to get going here. I want to introduce my first guest. I have here Matt, and Matt works for Tony Tattoo.
Tattoo Tony.
Tattoo Tony? Tattoo Tony, and Under My Skin? Under My Skin in New Jersey, right?
Yep, Atlantic Islands, New Jersey.
Atlantic Islands. And one shop?
He currently owns 2 shops.
2 shops?
He just recently opened Tattoo Tony Presents another tattoo shop, ironically.
Really? Another tattoo shop?
Currently, right now, I'm working in his main shop. It's pretty much catered to mostly celebrity-based clientele. Caters more to collectors as well. It's a pretty serious shop.
Now, you're from Long Island, right?
Yes, I am.
And where did you grow up? What town did you grow up in?
Small town called Bohemia.
In Bohemia. We all know Bohemia if we work out here, yeah. Bohemia. And did you work locally at all?
I did for the first few years. I've worked all over the island, really. Within the past year and a half, I started working for Tony, and now currently working full-time.
Full-time with them. Okay. All right, so I'm going to ask you a few questions, and then we're going to move on, and then we're going to bust out to a commercial, and then come back and really get into really everything, all right, about what I want to discuss. So you have a certain particular style that people could see in your work, because I want to go into showing people what your work looks like, because I like to get to that in the beginning of the show and then do a lot of talking about yourself. But your work, the people say to you, your work is, what kind of work is it? So if someone wants to get a particular type of tattoo, what are they going to come to you for?
I would say I tend to cater more towards photorealism and surrealistic imagery. Mostly, not only that, but freestyle work. So the people that come to me are usually more intrigued by not just what's being done, but also how it's done. It's completely full custom. There's no lying. It's kind of taking the safety net off. Everything's developed on the skin on site with Sharpie markers. So currently I'm trying to work on getting a sponsor with Sharpie. Everything, it's kind of like the way I tattoo you. It's a little bit more of an interview than just kind of a walk-in, tell me what you want. It's kind of, as we're discussing the design, it's being developed directly on the client.
So you're not really, people aren't walking in, picking off the flash.
Absolutely.
You're not sticking it on them, and you're not, you're doing your own art.
Absolutely.
So anyone coming to you, really, they're getting something custom, and they don't have to worry about someone else coming in and get the same thing, right?
Absolutely not. Everything, the only way somebody else would have your tattoo is if somebody stole it from you.
And copied it. Okay. Yeah, that's what's interesting about the art of tattooing. Your body is a canvas, and it's like walking in someone's house and say, "Oh, I have that picture in my house." You don't want to have a tattoo on your body. So it's like going to a club. Someone's wearing the same shirt as you, girls, same dress, right? It gets, now who looks better in this dress, right? Why? The she, right?
Of course.
That's what it's all about. You want to have something unique. You want it to be different, and that's good. That's a great type of artist that someone wants, and that's something someone should look at. If you go to a tattoo shop and you are working off a flash, there is a chance you're going to get something that someone else has. Or if you do get something on the flash, have the artist really alter it and mix it up so it's a little bit different than what you're getting, but sort of on the lines of that particular picture that you're looking at. That's what I try to tell people. Don't try to get something that someone else is going to get, because you're going to regret it down the line. You're going to be saying, I got to cover this up. My uncle's got it, or my nephew got it later on. You don't want anything like that. So, but what I want to do now is I want to go out to a video. I put a video collage together with some of your work, and we'll do that. We'll go to a commercial. We'll come back, and then we'll get into more about how you tattoo and about the shop.
Very cool.
All right?
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your #1 resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the #1 supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive, selected for their unique, memorable flavor. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
We're back with Matt Murphy from Under My Skin Tattoo Studios in New Jersey. All right, so Matt, I want to get to some conversation, and I want to start out because, like, your life starts out. Like, when did you start tattooing? At what age?
I started tattooing at 18 years of age, so I guess you could say when I was old enough to get tattooed, I started professionally tattooing.
Now, before you started doing the tattooing, did you dabble around as a kid drawing a lot? Like, how did you know you were an artist that you wanted to just start tattooing?
It's funny. It's actually something that kind of found me. I've been an artist my whole life. I've dabbled a lot in a lot of mediums, between mixed media, oil, acrylic. Currently, 2 years ago, I started airbrushing. I guess you can kind of say that I'm just an all-around artist. I kind of come from a long line of artists. All my siblings are artists. My parents were artists. Their parents were artists. So it's kind of like a time-honored tradition in my family.
So how old are you now? You said you were like 18 when you started, so...
I'm currently 28 years old.
28, so you got some years there. And you've worked on Long Island for a few years in a bunch of different shops. And you grew from there, and then came to this opportunity to go to Jersey. Now, how did that opportunity really come through for you? Like, where did you meet Tony, and how did that all come about that you said, I'm going to pick my life up and I'm going to go to New Jersey? Because that's you're moving out away from your family at this point, right? Even though it's just New Jersey, but us going to Jersey is like anyone moving to Florida because it takes 3 hours to get there, even though it's, maybe 15 miles away, with New York traffic.
Absolutely. I definitely can see it in that sense. I actually met Tony helping him with a fundraiser. It was actually an event to raise money for kids with autism. I did a guest spot there, and we just kind of clicked as of right there. He's a great guy. He helps a lot of people. Just with the fundraisers, I kind of grew an interest in just those types of events, and was asked actually during that event if I would come work for him full time. I started considering it, and I'm not the type of guy that likes to go stagnant. So I like meeting new people, new artists. And approached him, and he asked me to start working for him, even just as part-time. He said that for somebody of the nature of the art that I do, he would be honored for me to work with him. So him being like such a great guy, I just kind of took him up on that, and I've been with him ever since. And recently, we decided to just kind of partner up full-time, and it's been a ride since. It's a really cool shop.
So also, we showed some of your work. Would you say you're good with lettering and portraits all around? Because we did show a lot of your work, different types of pieces. Like, what do you got most of the walk-ins, or everything's appointments? How is it working? And what are they coming to you for? Mostly portraits?
It's hard to say. I'm particularly appointment only. I don't really deal with the walk-ins, but we have artists that do kind of cater to that. It's kind of, that shop is special because it's kind of like a mixing pot of artists. I'm usually catering more towards the realistic and surrealistic imagery, not just necessarily portraits, but sometimes we can encapsulate your grandma, so to say, if that's what you were desired. But I mean, it can go all the way down and into something more mentally oriented and stuff that just kind of lives inside your head.
Mm-hmm. Backstage, we were talking about how, as a realistic type of artist, you performed some tattoos on a woman who had reconstructed surgery from cancer, and instead of doing a typical nipple, or can we say that?
You can say anything. This is live streaming TV. We can say anything we want.
She was creative, and what was it that you did?
The woman, actually, when she came into the shop, she's a breast cancer survivor, and she's an amateur photographer for wildlife. Typically, she likes to deal with dragonflies. She lives near more like seascape. She has a place where she goes, and it kind of brings her to that place in her life that I guess you could kind of say it's her happy place. And instead of going forth and just reconstructing with what she once had, she wanted to kind of go with more of the personal expression and express herself with some of her art. So to disguise with the damage that was caused, she went forth, got reconstructive surgery of her breast, and off of her photographs were able to kind of mimic her pictures of her dragonflies. So to be honest, a lot of people, it actually started to fuel a trend with people more expressing themselves than as opposed to just trying to go back in time. Mm-hmm. But it helped a lot with as far as regaining self-confidence.
Becomes art now, more art.
Right.
And it's a big thing these days, right? There's a lot of people out there with reconstructive surgery, so it's really, really important. I know some people that have, their nipples reconstructed as a tattoo, and I've seen some bad ones, and that's terrible because now you go through this whole process, and now, that doesn't look good. I mean, it could be sort of worked on, but you don't want to go through that process. You want to get something that's going to be good right from the start, especially going through all the processes, all the surgeries you've done. This is the last and final piece. Let's get it done right and be over with, right? So do you get a lot of that you get these days, or?
coming from that, I mean, it's most people, I would say that catering to that type of clientele, it's actually kind of an honor, because some people can lose their self-confidence based off of that, and just to be able to walk into a tattoo shop and have the confidence to even have a consultation on something like that would take a little courage. For
Even
sure.
a scar, like I've replaced a scar with a butterfly, and many people, if they have something that they feel is unattractive as a scar or something like that, birthmark, anything like that, you can make into
Right.
beautiful.
Sky's
work.
the limit with that stuff. It's became such a fine art. You could do anything that the mind can imagine.
Yeah. Any other questions for him? Any other things you want to ask him? I want you to get a little
Any
bit
bad
more about them.
tattoos that you've done that you were disappointed with? Like any bad experiencing?
I can't say bad tattoos. I try to
Not
cater
tattoos,
against that.
but
I've covered up a number of bad tattoos. As far as bad tattoo experiences,
yeah.
I would definitely say probably one would come to mind. Doing a portrait, actually, of a very famous face, Bob Dylan, and in the middle of the tattoo session, I guess, like I said, it would take some confidence even to just complete the tattoo on the client's end. And as far as that goes, I guess it would be more of a pain factor for some, but some people enjoy getting tattooed. So I guess it kind of can conform to the type of person that would wear it. Other than that, I mean, I wouldn't really say it would be so much as a bad experience as opposed to like
One time when I
an
had
experience.
a tattoo, I had like a really bad pain in my arm going down here. I'm not too sure what it was, but when I got this tattoo, it was like acupuncture. It healed it. So tattooing it was painful, but it actually healed the pain, like acupuncture.
I believe tattoo could definitely heal in a spiritual sense.
Have you
Well,
ever
no, physical.
and the physical?
Yeah, I physically didn't have the pain anymore. Even like I had, my finger was swollen and everything, all that went away. It's not done yet, but
Right.
it's being worked on. But the pain's gone. Physical pain, not the mental.
Right.
Well, although physical pain is mental pain, but
Well, some scar treatments are kind of relative, very similar to tattooing in a sense, traditionally. So I mean, if it could remove a scar, I wouldn't doubt that it could do other things.
Have you had anyone that sat in the chair and literally you started on them and they were like, I just can't do this, and you started it? Has anyone ever got to that point?
I have. I couldn't tell you. I guess it depends on where the mind is at the time. I've had clients that were normally great clients, and they were able to sit there for 2-day sessions, be 10 minutes into one day, and their head just wasn't there that day for it. And they'll get their faint feelings, but it usually passes. But yeah, it can happen.
actually for me too, like if it's premenstrual or anything like that, it's very sensitive. I'm very sensitive then, so I try to stay away from those.
Absolutely. That's like drinking the night before. If your body hurts, more than likely, it's not going to feel good to get tattooed.
Now, how true is it? Because everyone says, oh, don't drink before you get a tattoo, you're going to bleed. I've been in every situation, and I never really bled at all. I mean, do a lot of people bleed?
I guess that would be, there's a lot of stipulations attached to that. I guess it can go from being whether you're a hemophiliac, or as far as drinking, believe it or not, your blood is thinned more during more of your hangover period than as opposed to being currently intoxicated. Now, this is kind of a subject that most artists.
So when
won't go
someone's
into.
bleeding and you're tattooing them, if they're bleeding decently, does that get in the way of your work?
It can, but usually not.
Because I know when you are tattooing, there's a lot of ink there. I always say to myself, how do they know what they're doing? And I'm saying there's ink there now, and there's blood. Now, what's going on under there? That's what really surprises me. When I'm getting my tattoo, I'm looking, and seeing you guys working underneath ink. I'm like, how do you know what they're doing under there? And then you go wipe it, and it's all good.
I would definitely have to say that's a part of the amazement of the craft. It's definitely not for the faint-hearted or the inexperienced artist. Mm-hmm. But those type of things are the type of things that an experienced artist learns to work around and adapt to, as opposed to being a painter. Skin is a different canvas. It cries, it bleeds, it swells, as opposed to a painting. The way you'd leave it there is the way you're going to return to it.
Another thing I wanted to talk about, Tattoo Tony, I've seen on the website that this guy had this vision, and he has this RV, and he's traveling around with this RV tattoo shop, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I want to show that clip and go to a commercial, and we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more about Tattoo Tony, who is your boss, and I think he'll get a kick out of this. I really got a kick out of it. I thought, it was really cool, a mobile tattoo shop, and travel around. And
I could definitely say that's one of the many interesting adventures, especially on his and the shop's part.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to the video, and then we'll go to a commercial. We'll be back, and we'll be back with Matt.
Hey everybody, I'm Ricky Medlock from Leonard Skinner. And as you can see, I'm getting some new ink work done by Tattoo Tony in his brand new, all around the world, Tattoo RV. Anytime you get a chance, you need to check it out.
Under My Skin, Tattoo RV, Tony, you rock it. Peter Keys, Leonard Skinner. Check that out.
What's going on, you rockin' tattoo rollers? This is Steve Brown from Trickster, and I'm hanging with my good brother, Tattoo Tony, in the Tattoo RV. Under My Skin. Rock and roll, baby.
Not your heavy
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
We're back. We're back with Matt Murphy, Under My Skin Tattoo Shop, New Jersey. And we're going to have a few more questions, and then we got to get to our music segment. Everybody's waiting on that, our model segment. So, Jen, you have a few more questions for Matt?
Yes. Now, I've had some work done that I kind of wanted some advice on how to go to either redo it, or what would you suggest we do? Like, one guy whited it out. What type of...
Almost like a cover-up type of thing?
Yeah, like a cover-up over some work that I didn't like. How would you go about it? How would you suggest that somebody would go about covering up a tattoo? Or
I would definitely say it would have to be based off the consultation. Usually work, and you'd be surprised, it's usually a game of disguise as far as cover-up goes. Depending on the designs, obviously, always going to be slightly larger. But you'd be surprised what can be done. Some people totally cater to that field.
Would you have it removed, maybe, or no?
In some cases, some tattoos should be removed before, but that's very extensive. I mean, it's very time-consuming, and it's a very long journey. One case comes to mind. 2 years ago, I did do a cover-up on a client that before his consultation, he decided to embark upon tattoo removal. Make a long story short, it's very expensive, and it's very invasive. You can't always just tattoo into removed skin.
That's what I was thinking, that it would be hard to then put something over that once.
It's funny, too. It actually heals like a burn would. So you can only go usually they say every 3 months, because after it's removed and healed, the healing process actually takes a very long time as opposed to a tattoo like we're all used to. It can be done, but usually I would definitely always look for suggestions, because, I mean, just in one shop, for example, you can go from one guy that might have one answer and somebody in the same shop might be a master at that craft. But in the event that something did have to be removed, we do have places where we do direct clients that are very reputable, especially in New York, as far as that goes. But usually you'd be very surprised with certain techniques. Not going to get into trade secrets, but miracles, especially these days, can be done.
Sure, it's art, so art grows and you can change anything, so.
Especially these days, the craft has come so far, it's definitely a fine art now than just a cosmetic service. So, best thing I could say is sky's the limit, anything's possible.
And tattoo removal is not cheap, from what I hear, right? It's
Absolutely
not. Yeah, so it's to get a tattoo removed, it's a process and an expensive process. So that's why it's really important to get something that you like. You know, especially it's painful, from what I hear. Also,
Absolutely,
it's painful. So you have to make that choice. If you want to get it removed, you have to go that route. Sometimes, if you want to get it covered up, you might have to go through some sessions to lighten it up, and it's going to cost you. It's definitely going to cost you. So, but all right, we're out of time talking with you because we got to move on to another segment. It's been nice having you, and
absolutely.
Tell Tony we said hello, and he'll enjoy it. You stay right there, and I didn't get to talk to Jenn before, and I want to ask Jenn, what do you do?
Well, I'm a freelance stylist in New York, and I do hair, makeup, clothes.
No modeling?
And I work with some great photographers.
Okay.
And do some shoots every now and again.
Sure. Okay. And do you do any like specialty stuff? Do you go on shoots also? And
well, usually if I go on a shoot and a model doesn't show up, I'll fill in or something like that, which happens quite often, as you know.
So you go there to do hair and makeup, and next thing you know, you're in the shoot.
Exactly.
That's good. That's fun. So at this point, we're going to get into our model spotlight, and we have Harlow from Chicago, and we're going to get to Harlow, and after Harlow, we're going to come back and get into our music segment. And Harlow is a unique type of woman. She's a photographer, she's a model, she's got a lot of things going on, and she does a lot of great work. So I put something together, and you'll hear from her. Let's go to Harlow.
Hey guys, welcome to Rockin' Inc. I'm Harlow. I'm from Chicago. I am a model and a photographer, and I own Harlow Pinup. You can find out more about me and my company at harlowpinup.com. Thanks for watching.
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your #1 resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the #1 supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive, selected for their unique, memorable flavor. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
Welcome back. Back to our music segment. I'm going to have Jen talk about something that's going on this weekend.
This Saturday, May 17th, please support Kayla. There's going to be some local bands here that are really great, Chinese auctions, and support for a great cause. Please come on down and join us.
You want to show the pictures of Kayla and the event? So everybody knows there's what's going on there. We got some local bands playing there, some Chinese auctions. Go support Kayla. And show the picture of Kayla. Kayla sustained a little bit of an accident, and she's going through a tough time right now. Parents have a lot of medical expenses, so this is a good cause. If you live in Long Island, Napatani's Miller Place. Don't forget. All right. So we're back, and we're going to go out to Switzerland. We're going to see my buddy Tommy Hendrickson to see what he has going on with Tommy. So let's take out to Tommy out in Switzerland in the studio, and let's hear what he has going on out there. You find him? Is he coming in? Tommy. Number 5.
Camera over here. Hey, this is Tommy Henderson from Alice Cooper, and welcome to Rockin' Inc. MC. Yeah!
How they glitter and glow.
Rockin' Inc. J Nova. Tommy Henderson in Switzerland, Anarchy Studios. Just hanging out. Learning the Alice Cooper set once again. Just getting ready to do that, and so check out a couple records if any of you people want to check them out. It's called Visto Blanco, one of them. It's Chuck Garrick and Chris Latham. Chuck is the original, well, almost an original member, almost as long as Alice. Actually, Dennis Dunaway's the original bass, but Chuck is the bass player, been with Alice for a really long time, and he deserves a lot more credit, respect than he gets. And great songwriter, and I did that record. Came out great rock record. And the China record, Swiss band from Switzerland, China, with Eric St. Michael's. Me and Bobby Rondinelli and John Levin were in a band with him a while ago. And check that out if you get a chance. Say hi to Rondinelli's. How are you guys? And Citron, great job last week. I loved it. Citron inspired me, man, along with the Rondinellis, who are just amazing musicians. And I just want to tell you guys thanks for everything you've done for me. And my record's coming out June. Just be on the lookout for it. I'll keep you updated. No guests yet because no one lives in Switzerland. So it's just me here still, trying to build this place, trying to finish it up. Me and little Finn, Mr. Finn. So until then, I'll see you guys. Jay, Keep it moving. Keep your dreams alive, man. Rockin' Inc. Tommy, Tommy, Tommy. Out. Later.
How they glitter and glow. They're not as beautiful as you and me.
Me? Tonight's music video spotlight is Craving Strange, live in Austin, Texas.
Heart. So good and so loud, the feelings and sounds until the beating stops. Your past swept away your chance to ever change your life, but you learn to learn it. It's a rolling way. You say yeah when it feels like it don't feel right to belong again. You'll be good. It feels bad. It's a green light to move on again. Here it Well, the devil opened up his case and he said, I'll start the show. And a fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. Pulled his bow across the strings and it made an emo hits. And a band of demons joined right in the sound of something like this. I could be wrong about the way that you said that. We don't belong, kind of felt like an ending. I'm not trying to complicate it. You came along hoping you could be mended. I sang a song about you and meant it, and I'm not trying to complicate it. I'm not trying to complicate it. Whoa, I feel something. It's all you. 1, 2, 3, 4. This life, holy crap, behind. You give it all and I give what's expected. Round and round, it's all she knows. Play the part of being used. The more she hides, the more I show. I wanna be abused by you. Her body's like an undertow. You're drowning everything in me. The way she moves, the way she knows everything I need. This night, she shines like diamonds. So fine, so high, so low. And I fall down, but only 'cause I'm wasted. And I'm so down with everything she's taking. It's like I'm more more I like to say.
We're back. Craving Strange. That
What's
was
up?
great, man. Live in Austin. Where was that?
Yeah.
What was going on down there? That was great.
We went down there during South by Southwest. We were there, part of the Red Guerrilla Music Festival, which was amazing to be a part of.
Is that like a few days or just a weekend?
We were
or-
down for the week. We were down for a whole week. We had 4 shows, 3 or 4 shows, something like that. So just kind of went down there, had a couple days in between. Then we went and just saw bands every day, and then played our shows. Which
Played your shows?
Amazing.
A lot of people don't know Jimmy is the lead singer and guitarist. I know he's not a lead guitarist, but I had to have him on. I wanted him on because he has the look, he has the tattoos, he's a great, fun guy. We were showing his video. I wanted to talk to him about some of his work. He's got some work on here. Like all of us
Yeah,
on
a little
stage,
bit-
we like
a
to
little
get
bit
some
going
work
on.
done. You know, you got some work and you're working on stuff. Who does some of your work?
I actually have been going to Gentle J. Blondell at Alchemy Tattoo in Belmore.
In Belmore?
Yeah, he's been great. He's done pretty much my whole arm down here. So I've been going to him for a little over a year now, about a year and a half, something like that.
Because it's
Back
like,
and
it's
forth.
hard. You're up on stage, and you guys are up and coming. You get out there doing a lot of gigs. And
Thank you very
and
much.
then you're
man.
trying to like come up with a look. You know, do you want to be tattooed? Do I keep my hair this way? Do I have facial hair? You know, it's a lot of decisions.
I
to
change
make,
it all
right?
the time. I get bored.
Change
I
it up?
all the time.
Because I know you had different facial hair, and
Yeah.
you change it up, right? What makes you
Yeah.
make those decisions? Because people get used to the way you look and you say to yourself, I say to myself, if I cut my hair short, no one's really going to know me, unless it's the people that know me, right?
Well, yeah, I'm like a ninja now. People don't even know who I am. It's great. So I just saw too many people with long beards and long hair that I had to be like, I got to do something different. So
that's great.
You know, and once the long beard thing goes out and people are shaving, then I'll grow a beard again. So
Cool.
it's kind of how it goes.
So what does Craving Strange have coming up?
We've actually got a show in East Northport this Saturday, which is the 17th? 17th, this Saturday at East Northport at the Crooked Rail.
Crooked Rail, I've heard of that place.
Once or twice a year, we actually do, we're a songwriting band, so we have hours and hours of material. And we used to do all these marathon shows when we were first starting out because we would just play anywhere and anywhere. Like someone would call us and be like, a band dropped off, can you play last? And we were like, yeah, we'll play all night. And so since then, we've started, you know, now that we're getting shows, we're getting 30 and 45-minute shows, we decided let's once or twice a year do one where we just throw it all out there.
Just
play for
and have a
couple
great
hours,
time,
so,
right?
Yeah. it's
And you
definitely
guys
a
do
time.
some cover stuff you throw in there, you know? You do
Yeah.
your own style.
Yeah, we like to remake songs, you know, and stuff that a rock band normally wouldn't do and wouldn't think of. So we'll do Britney Spears or
Britney Spears.
or Pat Benatar or something like that.
That's great.
And Charlie Daniels.
Want to tell everybody where they can see you on the web, social media?
Absolutely. CravingStrange.net. We're all over Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything. You can find us anywhere. So check us out.
How many CDs actually do you guys have in the can right now? Or
We just put out our second CD, which you're holding right there. It's called The Life Exceptional. And I've been playing some rhythms from it tonight. I got to be honest, I've been more nervous to do this than I have in years.
Any other show playing for
because I always have a mic and everything, and I can just sing. And my guitar player, Matt, is amazing. Yes. And so I'm just like, I'll just chunk it out for a little bit. So this has been really
We're
cool.
going to have Matt here in a few weeks, so we're going to give him his chance. He wants to get in here. I need to have him in here. So, all right. So go to iTunes also. You can download. This is it. Craving Strange. You got to get it. Till next week.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you guys. Come on back. Rockin' Inc. MC.
Round and round, it's all she knows. Play the part of being used. The more she hides, the more I show. I wanna be abused by you. Her body's like an undertow. You're drowning everything in me. The way she moves, the way she knows. Everything I need.